here. Welcome to the first of a fucking vlog. Oh, by the way, here's Kitty Cat. Kitty Cat's so fucking sweet. Look at this giant son of a bitch. I mean, he's like a big motherfucker. I mean, god damn. 17 fucking pounds. Fuck. It's like holding on to a bag of water. But he's so sweet. He's so sweet. I think he's retarded. We've always kind of wondered if he wasn't retarded, but he might be. But he's so cool. He's just the sweetest fucking cat you ever met. And I'm gonna try to look at the camera as much as possible. So bear with me here. Who's your good boy? Who's your Simba? Okay, he wants to go. All right. I don't know why I have my earbuds in. I'm not listening to anything. Hi. And here he's back for more. He's a fucking retard. There we go. Back up. Hey, you want to say hi to the people? Hi. This is Louie, by the way. His name's Louie. We thought for the longest time that he was deaf, and he was really, really big. So we named him Louie, like after Lou Ferrigno, because Lou Ferrigno is big and deaf, and he stared at me like, you're a fucker. No. But no, this is Louie, and we thought for the longest time that he was deaf. But no, now we're just at the point where we think he's fucking retarded. I don't, you know what? That's such a horrible word. I shouldn't even say it, but we think he has special needs. Look at him, he's just staring at the ceiling. There's like fucking nothing up there, dude. Seriously, there's nothing fucking up there. And now I'm going to put him down, and he's going to be, like, right back at my leg, like, scratching at me, like, okay. Here, there you go. See ya. It's like a big bag of water. Anyway, that's Louie. See? He's fucking back. Oh, my God. And he just, like, takes his paws, and he paws at me, and he's like, hey, give me attention. And then I pet him, and then he's like, fuck off. And say hi to the camera. No? Okay. I swear to God. Look, he's gonna pet me again. I just know it. No? Okay. He's thinking about it. I mean, he's seriously thinking about it. No. Okay, we're good. Okay. This is the first of, hopefully, many a vlog / podcast, whatever the hell just kind of happens here. I mean, it's 3:30 in the morning. I just got off work a few hours ago, and I'm kind of sitting here thinking, man, I want to record something, but I don't want to play a game, And I've been kind of hinting lately about what's going on the channel, what's going on with the website, what's going on, with me personally, and I think there, I want to talk to you guys about, me personally, and yes, I know the games are a big draw for a lot of people. Like, 7 Days to Die is my favorite game, and Ark's my favorite game. Some of you guys like one more than the other, and whatever the hell. Some of you guys just come for me. So, and for the guys that come just for me, you're gonna fucking love this. By the way, we cuss in this podcast. Just fucking get over it. If you don't like it, here's a big bowl of dicks, and I want you to suck them. And that's pretty much to the extent of my filth. I'll use the cuss words. I don't use the cuss words as, I don't know. I'm not like that guy that you're like, oh, and I was like, F-ity, 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 F-F-ity, F-ity, F-ity, F. No, I use them for emphasis, unless I'm talking about, yes, I'm going to cuss, and then fuckity, fuck. Other than that, I just use the words for emphasis. I was raised strictly to not cuss. However, over the course of the years, I realize how much emphasis cuss words can put onto to normal conversation. Yes, you can get your point across without cuss words. I understand that. And I put out the majority of my first, well, let's see, I'm up to about 640-ish videos on my YouTube channel with no cuss words. Or, excuse me, I'm up to about 640 videos on my YouTube channel. The majority of those, like the first like 500 and change, I didn't cuss. But it didn't feel right to me. Yes, I could convey my point, but I was trying to keep it family friendly. And then I realized, hey, people are, and not to sound, selfish or, look at me, I'm king shit, no. I realized, people are coming to see me and listen to me and, and again, I don't mean to sound like I'm all that, but I decided, what, I'm just going to be me. And especially hanging out with Mavis. Not to say that Mavis is like a bad influence on me or anything, because I'm most likely much older than her, and I've been cussing much longer than her, most likely. So, but it made me realize, hanging out with Mavis, made me realize that I can just be me. And do I expect the same amount of people watching the first podcast as the people who are watching the second podcast? No, not at all. The people who are watching the first podcast, this one here, they're going to be like, oh, something new from Joe the Pirate. I'm going to click on it. And then when it comes to the second one, they're going to be like, oh, it's just going to be him cussing. I'm going to skip it. No. But I'm not going to just, my neck itches, sorry. I'm not going to just cuss for cussing's sake. I use cuss words for emphasis. I use them for conversation enhancements, what have you. I mean, I've gone, a good 5 minutes now without cussing, or pretty close to it anyway. So if I say, I ate a cold ice cream drink, or I drank a cold drink, and then I say, I drank a cold fucking drink, you'll know that drink was not just cold, but it was cold. And I do tend to self-edit a bit, so I'll say fucking. That comes from the boy who's sleeping back there. When he was younger, I would tend to self-edit myself so that he wouldn't hear cuss words. And the only word I ever self-edited was fuck. Like hell and damn shit. I just wouldn't even bother editing those. But I don't use those very often. But when it came to the F word, I would edit that so that he didn't hear that. Now, he uses that word more than me, but he's 16, so. And I really want to get him onto this podcast. Oh my God. If you have a teenage child in your life, be it boy or girl, get them into your life for entertainment value at the very least. I've been watching a podcast from Kevin Smith, or listening to podcasts from Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes. Jay and Silent Bob. Those of you guys who don't know them, well, you probably never will, but those of you who do know them, check out Jay and Silent Bob Get Old. It's a podcast, it's out there, whatever. But Silent Bob, Kevin Smith, I need a drink. By the way, today's program is not brought to you by Keystone Light. I do not endorse that product at all, and they don't endorse me, although I wish they would. I've been watching the podcast from Jay and Silent Bob, or rather Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith, and one of the things that they advocate is just get your fucking voice out there. I mean, speak up, be heard. You have one talent in life, and that is your voice. Somebody somewhere is going to want to hear it. And I'm proof positive of it. I mean, granted, over the course of 3 years, I only have 2,000 subs. But you can also think of it conversely in I have 2,000 subs. Holy crap. That's amazing. I mean, 2,000 people. You think about how many people 2,000 is. That's a lot of freaking people. So, I'm at the point in my life where I have a lot of crap to say. So, I want to get it out there. I want to get it out there to the world. So, I'm going to use a variety of media. I'm going to use the games, 7 Days to Die, Ark, whatever else may come along soon. Hopefully something soon. I'm waiting for Star Wars Battlefront. We'll get to Star Wars. Just hold on to your gold bikinis, kids. We're going to get there. Because Star Wars. But one of the things that I've been wanting to do for a long time is get him, the boy, involved in what I do. Now, a couple of years ago, I think it's been almost 2 years ago, I got him to play a game and upload a video. Now, I, of course, edited it and uploaded it for him, but it was on his channel. He made a channel, and he uploaded it. And it was a really good video. It was about Kerbal Space Program. And he still plays it off and on, but most of his time is spent on the Xbox. And I'm in the middle of the screen here. Let me get over here. Oh, by the way, for those of you who don't know, and probably none of you do, I quit vaping and I went back to cigarettes because vaping made me sick. So if you see me smoking, just get over it. Vaping made me sick. I really tried, and I still wish I could, but every time I hit a vape, it's like, I just feel like I want to puke out a lung. It's gross, and I hate it. So I went back to cigarettes because I need a nicotine fix. Tried the gum. The only thing that works is the Chantix. I've been on Chantix twice. Yeah, twice. And it worked beautifully both times. And then my insurance quit covering it after the introductory, 6-week period, and then boom, back to fucking cigarettes. So I'm like, screw it. I'm just going to go back to cigarettes because I need my nicotine fix, whatever. You know, I'm a child of addiction, apparently. I'm not addicted to anything. Nothing at all. Anyway, yeah, this is going to be some real JTP IRL kind of stuff. If you want the games, just watch the game stuff. If you want some good conversation, come here. You know, and as always, I'm going to attempt to, keep up with the comments as much as possible. And for this series, if you got a really good viewpoint on a particular matter that we've discussed, I'm going to get you on this podcast. We're going to sit and we're going to have a conversation. I mean, if you want to talk about addiction, I'll be like, sweet, can you come on my podcast and do the thing? Now, granted, it is 3:50 in the morning, so you're going to have to work with me on the schedule thing. But if I'm not working the weekends, of course, Saturday, Sunday, all the time, I'm available. But that being said, you want to talk about addiction, we'll talk about that. You want to talk about Star Wars, we'll talk about that. You want to talk about building stuff, we can build stuff. I do want to talk about building stuff. We're going to do it real quick right now. I'm a huge fan of making stuff. You could call me a maker if you wanted to. I guess that's kind of like the nomenclature of the profession. There's people out there that call themselves makers, and they can source materials and make just about anything you wanted to. Now, I've talked recently in the last 7 Days to Die video, my single player, about making my own R2-D2. And as a matter of fact, I got my very first part. This is the neck bearing. I know the webcam really doesn't do this justice, but this is the neck bearing. And this is 17 3/8 of an inch in diameter. I mean, it's awesome, and it's pure aluminum, and it was expensive. But it's what you got to do if you want the head to rotate on your R2-D2. or in my case, my R4. I am making an Imperial communications droid from the new Star Wars Rebels cartoon series. There is one episode where this particular droid made an appearance, and it's so cool because it's the colors I love. It's like flat black and red and white. Those are the three colors that I love. That's why the channel branding has those three colors. I mean, it's what I love. So I've started building this droid. Ooh, excuse me. And I've decided that, I want to do, it. So I started collecting pieces and parts to build this. And it's mostly going to be made out of what's called styrene plastic. If you go to the hardware store and you see these, like 8x10 for sale signs, and it's like for sale, and that's got a little white spot down below where you can put your phone number and shit. And it's plastic and it's white and it's real thin. See the kitty on the fridge? That's where Kitty likes to sit. That's his bed. But no, these for sale signs. That's styrene plastic. Now, we don't build them out of for sale signs, but that's actually a really good source of like small, thin styrene parts if you want them. But no, we buy it in like thicker shit, like 3 millimeters thick, or 1 millimeter, or 2 millimeter. It's good stuff, and it comes in like 4 foot by 8 foot sheets. So that's what we're building on. We print off the parts, the plans, excuse me. We print those off, and then, you transfer them onto the styrene, you cut them out, glue them together with various glues. If you want any more information about this and you want to build your own R2, go to r2d2buildersclub.com, I believe it is. Sign up. It takes a couple days for your membership to get activated because they don't want any spam bots, so they really take their time vetting prospective members. But there is like a wealth of knowledge, and these things can get honestly more accurate than the ones in the movies. Like the ones in the movies, you'll have a droid that beeps, and you'll have a droid that rolls, and you'll have a droid that has a thing that sticks out of his arm and plugs into a port, and then you'll have a droid that like walks on 2 legs, and then you'll have one that walks on 3 legs, but no, these guys will take all that crap and put it into one droid, and they're like, boom, super droid. And that's kind of what I want. I want super droid, but I only want it to be able to do the things that this droid did in that particular episode. The one I'm attempting to build, the communications droid, has never really been done. Because it's new, but it's only going to be able to do the things that it could do in that particular episode. So it's going to be able to communicate, obviously, and it's going to be able to fight fires. So it'll like open up a little flap and then fire extinguisher, crap like that. Mostly I'm going to use the fire extinguisher just to blast little kids that get too close, because it is an Imperial droid. So, I want it to have a bad attitude. I want to be like, instead of beep, boop, beep, you be like, crap like that. It just like, and then shoot some little kid with some spray or something just to make him back the hell up. I think it'd be funny as all hell. It'd be like, you're at this club event, and there's all these droids, and you're like, R2D2, and he's so happy, and he's dancing, and he's playing a little tune, and here's our R5, whatever, blah, 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 and he's dancing, playing a little tune, and then here's my R4, and he's all like, just get the hell away from me, kid. And what I'd love to do is hook a taser to it, and like, and shoot some kid with a taser, but I'd probably get in trouble for that. But it'd be hilarious. You get some kid who's like, you stupid, and he kicking him and punching him and pushing him and shit. Because there's always that one kid. But I think it'd be funny as hell. Just open up a little door and all of a sudden, taser. It'd be awesome. Oh my god, it'd be so damn funny. Anyway. Pinky up for Kuth. Um, excuse me. So yeah, I want the boy to jump in and join us on a podcast sometime, and maybe with some of his friends, because again, I'm going to go back to the Kevin Smith thing. He mentions on his podcast that he has a pretty tight relationship with his daughter, a 15-year-old daughter, and the fact that, you know, when it comes to teenage kids, when you want somebody to text with, a 15-year-old kid is pretty much the best thing you can get, because before you even send the message, the response is already back in your inbox, and they're that fast. They really are. And he's no different. Well, kind of. Unless I'm yelling at him, like, hey, fucker, you didn't mow the lawn today. And he'd be like, fuck you. It takes him a few minutes to come back with, well, he doesn't say fuck you, but you know he's thinking it. But it takes him a couple minutes to, yeah, fuck, get to it, shut up, you know. But he's like my favorite fucking dude on the planet. I mean, he's funny. He's like me, so we have the same sense of humor. We both like the same crap, so we both like old cars. We both like tinkering on shit. We both like video games. And, well, of course, we both like Star Wars and you know, sci-fi in general. And by the way, my love of movies is not limited to Star Wars. I like everything. I mean, you name a genre of movie, and I can tell you my favorite. You know, talk about old movies. My favorite is, I was going to say Casablanca, but I like Citizen Kane as well. I think Orson Welles' classic was amazing. A little overrated in parts, but a really good movie. I love Casablanca because, you know, Ingrid Bergman, the chemistry between Ingrid Bergman and Humphrey Bogart was amazing. There were parts of the story I didn't really like, but there were parts that I really did. So, you know, I like that. If you want to talk about, like, buddy films, you know, like, I don't know, you know what a buddy film is? Shit. I think probably my favorite buddy film was probably Lethal Weapon 1. It was great. The rest of them were shit. Don't even, just ignore them. But the first one was really, really great. Like rom-coms. I love a good romantic comedy. There's a bunch of them out there. I can't remember the name of it, but I know it in my head. I want to say, the hell was the name of that movie? I don't know. It was like a Christmas movie, and it had like all the famous British people from history in it, or at least the most modern ones. I mean, shit, I can't remember the name of it. I'm gonna have to Google it. Hold on, I gotta pull up a Google screen because that's gonna drive me nuts. The hell was the name of that movie? Christmas romance movies. We'll figure it out. I thank God I got two monitors going on here. Some of you are all like, fuck, it's this. And I was like, fuck, I don't even remember. 22 romantic Christmas movies. Okay, fine, fuck. No, I want romantic comedy. No, well, no, it'll work. Fuck it. We'll just roll with it. Let's see here. Christmas Candle. Never even fucking heard of it. Christmas with Holly. Love at the Christmas Table. No, it wasn't that. Fuck. It'll come to me. What the fuck? God, I'm going to feel like such an idiot when I find this. Because it's like the most common Christmas fucking video, music, movie, or you know what I'm talking about. Christmas romance. Here, let's alter our search a little bit. Comedy movies. Love Actually. That's it. And you're all like, fuck, I knew it was Love Actually. No. Love Actually. Fucking great movie. God, it's got like everybody in it. It's such a great movie. I mean, it's got love on so many different levels. You know, you got the little kid falling in love for the first time, and the guy who's fucking been through it all, and, you know, finally finding love, and you got the playboy who's like, fuck. You know, well, playboy as prime minister, but he's still playboy. I mean, come on. But falling for the hot chick who works for him, and she was fucking hot. But, yeah, what do you do? But yeah, Love Actually, favorite fucking romantic comedy there is known to man. And Train's loud. But there are so many movies out there in so many genres. God, I love movies. I would say I love TV shows, but since I started YouTube about almost 3 years ago now, I really don't watch much TV. The only thing I watch now is what I can watch on Netflix. So really, the only TV series that I have seen recently is The Walking Dead, which I can't wait for the new season. It's going to be badass. I did watch Falling Skies. I watched the first, 3 seasons and then kind of faded off after that. But I did watch the last, half of the series of the last season. And I did catch the season finale, of course, which was pretty good. You know, they gave it the big happy ending, and that's pretty cool. So I'm happy about that. But Walking Dead, I love The Walking Dead. It's like 7 Days to Die, but, real life. It's cool. Now, comedies and crap, like TV comedies and stuff, I don't know. I think TV comedy peaked with Frasier. That was a great show. I loved Frasier. Kelsey Grammer is one of the funniest guys I've ever seen on TV, and he's awesome. I loved him on Cheers, of course, and of course Frasier. He was just in, what the hell was that movie I just watched? I just watched a movie, and he was in it. Oh, you probably scream at the screen again. It's like, yeah. Fuck was it? Oh, The Expendables. One of the fucking Expendables. I think 3. 2. Was it 2? It might have been 2. But he was in that. Was Sylvester Stallone. And he was really good in it. I loved it. My favorite Kelsey Grammer movie, Down Periscope. Probably the only Kelsey Grammer movie. I don't know. But Down Periscope. It's about a guy, a Navy guy, and he has to play in these war games. So they give him this old piece of shit diesel submarine, and here, you're going to go up against the modern Navy's fucking finest. And we're talking nuclear reactors and fucking sonar and all this shit. And here's this old World War II piece of shit fucking rust box. And he makes it work. And it's awesome. It's so funny. Plus, there's, some Village People music, which totally sells it for me. Plus, there's a pirate scene. Play a dirge, matey. It's fucking awesome. You'll love it. If you haven't seen it, go check out Down Periscope. Funny shit. Highly recommended. JTP's #1 pick for the week. Go check it out. But yeah, I love music, not so much music. I was going to say I love music and movies, and here's my Match.com profile, which I don't have, by the way. I have a girlfriend. I'm taken. Don't worry yourself. But no, I actually do like music. It's just I don't like any modern music. There has not been a song in the last probably 10 years at least that I've really cared for. My back itches again. But there hasn't been a song recently in the last 10 years that I've really even cared for. I like my older music. I like, rock and roll. And by rock and roll, I mean 80s, 90s, and way before that. Even including the 50s. I love some 40s music. The Andrews Sisters, Glenn Miller Orchestra. I mean, beautiful music. I am actually kind of a huge music fan. I just don't like this new shit. Don't care one damn bit about it. There are some modern artists that I do kind of like, but nothing I can recommend. Probably the newest... trying to think here. Probably the newest song that I could recommend that I can even remember. I can't even think. I can't even. The kid turned me on to a pirate band. What the hell was the name of that? I don't know. I'll put it in the link below. It's down there. But was it? Oh man, I'm freaking out now. And again, people are probably screaming at the screen like, "It's this!" Yeah, I know. Fuck. What the hell's the name of it? It's like pirate metal, and it's actually really good. Fuck, I'll think of it. But then I'll put it down below. Excuse me. So yeah, rambling aside. No, here we go. No. This is why this is JTP's Drunken Ramblings. That's why this is called this. But no, I want to get him on the podcast. I want to get some of his friends on the podcast because listen to a bunch of teenage kids talk about cars and boobs and whatever the fuck they talk about. It's some of the funniest shit. But if I can wrangle them in and kind of focus them a little bit, I'd be like the fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi of the nerds, you know, like, come with me, you know, and focus their dumb shit in to some of the funniest stuff you've ever seen, which we'll get to it, and it won't be an all the time thing, but, you know, occasionally you're just going to get, 4 a.m. drunk, fuck, I almost nailed it, 4:07 in the morning drunken ramblings from yours truly, Joe the Parrot. So, yeah. So let me know what you guys think down below here in the comments, and I'll probably have more of these coming. I got a lot of crap to say, so let me know what you think. We're not done, by the way, so just fucking stay tuned. I'm still going. Excuse me. So yeah, now, a lot of people have been asking me, do I like to read? And I'm like, no. The only thing I read is, like, websites and forum posts. I don't read books. I don't read comic books. And I'd really like to actually start to read comic books because there have been a bunch of comic books recently released about the Star Wars universe. Well, 2 or 3 in particular that I want to read. I want to read the actual Star Wars comic books. And then there was, like, one, Kanan, who was like the last Padawan. I want to read that, but I just haven't gone to the damn comic book shop and bought them. I could probably get them off of iTunes, but I don't have any Apple products. The kid's got an iPad because he gets it for school, but he won't give it up. So I don't know if I can get it on Android or not. Maybe I can. I don't know. You guys can let me know if you're fans of that stuff too. But as far as reading goes, no, I'm not a actual paper in my face kind of reading guy. The last books that I read were the Harry Potter books. Maybe Twilight. I don't know. I did like Twilight, honestly. I really did. I'm not going to lie. I liked Twilight. I thought it was a good story. I liked the Harry Potter books more, of course, but because it was a better story. But yeah, when I read the Harry Potter books, all of the movies were out. Except for the last one. And by the last one, I mean parts 1 and 2. Those hadn't been done yet. And I was like, I had watched all the other movies up to that point. I'm like, holy fuck, I gotta know how this ends. And so I started reading a book for the last movie, And I was like, wait a minute. This is a lot more detailed than I thought. So I went back, I read all the other books, and then caught up. And then read the very last book. And I'm like, holy fuck, what an amazing story. And then like a month later, the actual movie came out for the last one. And I was like, ooh, they left so much shit out. But they did a good job on it. And that last one was probably the best one of the bunch. Because they did split it into 2 pieces. And they were able to actually include more crap into the video that way. Or into the movie that way. Had they split every single book into 2 movies, yes, of course we would have had like a 12 movie saga, and the kids would have been like 47 by the time it was all done, but we would have had so much more information. It would have been so much better. Or they could have done a Peter Jackson thing and just released like every single piece of footage that they ever filmed and made like the super duper collector's edition that was like 9 hours long, like what Peter Jackson did with Lord of the Rings. By the way, not a Lord of the Rings fan. I watched them; they were good, but it's not something I'm like, oh my god, I gotta see every single piece of footage that's ever been filmed about this. No, it was cool, but yeah, I'm good. Have not seen The Hobbit. None of that. Don't even care. Yeah, just don't even care. I never was into the Hobbit or the J.R.R. Tolkien books as a kid. Just didn't care because, of course, it was a book, and I just didn't care. Now, the only books I did care about as a kid was the Judy Blume books, like Encyclopedia Brown, crap like that. Now, those are books that I wish that they would produce. Those would be amazing to watch. I would love to see, what was it? Are You There, World? It's Me, Margaret, or something like that. Would you please make a movie about that shit? Those were amazing books. Like, everything from the Scholastic Reader. You're in 3rd grade, it's like, oh, fuck, it's like the middle of the month, and we get the new Scholastic Reader, and you take it home to your mom, and you're like, Mom, can I have this? She's like, pick 3. I'm like, and then spend a week like, fuck, I really want this, and I really want this. Oh, fuck, but I don't want to give up this. And you get your order together, and then like a fucking 2 weeks later, you're like, I got my books! And, oh, you were so happy. How times were simple back then. It was so amazing. Think about that. Those of you who are my age, do you remember the Scholastic Reader and how amazing that was? And unless you were that lucky kid who were like, Mom, I want this. And she's like, all right, here's a check. Fuck you. I hated that kid. Everybody in class hated that kid. If you were that kid, by the way, everybody in class hated you. I'm sorry to say. But, if you're a subscriber of mine, I love you now. Shameless plug. All right. All right. So I'm going to take a quick break. I have to go pee. And grab a new beer. And then we'll be back for more Drunken Rambling. So hang tight. Alright, welcome back. So, yeah, I want to talk a little bit about the upcoming Star Wars thing. And I know, Star Wars. It's not the only thing we're going to talk about, by the way. But it's just one of the things on my mind right now because I've been doing nothing since I got home. But watching videos of things about Star Wars and R2-D2s and shit. I am actually looking forward to the new movies. I was at first hesitant that Lucas sold out to Disney. Excuse me. But now I'm thinking it's a good thing. They're going to expand upon the universe and produce movies that we only dreamed would ever be made. I am a little bit sad that they got rid of the expanded universe. That's kind of a bummer, but, it's probably for the best, because there was so much crap in the expanded universe that keeping track of all of it is kind of like, oh, fuck, where do you even start? But no, just get rid of it, wipe it out like it never happened. And by the way, the expanded universe, for those of you who are Star Wars fans but aren't like super geek level Star Wars fans, the expanded universe was some of the books and comics that were produced afterwards that explained, character backstories and alternate timelines, mostly alternate timelines. Disney just said, you know what, that shit never happened, ignore it, it's not canon. For those of you unfamiliar with the term canon, it means if it didn't happen in an approved format, it didn't happen. So, like the expanded universe, not canon. Like, just didn't happen. So, like, anything that happened on video or in approved print, that's considered canon. Like, that really happened in the universe. So you could make a timeline of, if somebody was, like, super freaking geeky and wanted to make a timeline of this happened here, and this happened here, and this happened here. It's probably going this way. This happened here, and here, and here, and here, and here. That would be canon. That would be an official historical record, i.e. canon. So anyway, yeah, I'm okay with them deleting certain stuff out of the canon because a lot of it was extraneous and really not necessary, which is what extraneous means. But I'm looking forward to the new flick. I'm looking forward to the anthologies even more, which the anthologies, they take place between the prequels, episodes 1, 2, and 3, and the original trilogy 4, 5, and 6. So there's going to be some movies. One of them is actually filming right now. It's called Rogue One. That's coming. There is talks of a Boba Fett and a Han Solo movie. They're also coming from that time frame, which is really cool. And then we have the Disney XD cartoon series called Star Wars Rebels, which I love. Oh, and James Earl Jones is actually the voice of Darth Vader in that. It's freaking badass. Plus, they got Ahsoka Tano from the Star Wars Clone Wars cartoon series. She's in Star Wars Rebels, and Ahsoka Tano, who was the Padawan of Anakin Skywalker, actually meets up with Darth Vader, and it's really cool. If you haven't seen it, go check out Season 1. Season 2 starts on October 14th. Go watch it. Season 2, Episode 1 actually is already out. It was like an hour-long episode or some shit, but it was like Darth Vader in the full James Earl Jones Darth Vader lightsaber fighting and shit. It was badass. Oh, god damn. I was freaking out. But the whole season is going to be cool. They're going to bring in a bunch of the Clone Wars stuff, like, you know, Rex and the rest of the 501st. By the way, if you do see it and you didn't know, the whole point of the 501st Legion is actually a nod to some of the cosplayers who have been making Stormtrooper armor for years and years and years and grouped together and called themselves the 501st Legion. That's a nod. And that is cool as shit that they put that into canon. I myself am a member of the 501st Legion. I haven't built anything yet, but I have been wanting to build a biker scout costume for a long time. The biker scouts were the guys in Return of the Jedi who rode the speeder bikes, and they had really cool helmets with the visors on them and shit. And I've wanted to build one for the longest time, but there were no fat biker scouts, so I just didn't do it. Which is why I wanted to build an R2. I'm like, I'd really love to cosplay some Star Wars, but I'm a fat guy. And there's like 3 fat guys in all of Star Wars. There's Jabba the Hutt, which, not quite that fat. There is Porkins, the X-Wing pilot who blew up, and I was like, I don't want to be the guy who fucking blew up. Or I could be a Gamorrean guard, which is like the green pig dudes in Jabba's palace. I don't really want to wear a bunch of fucking latex either. That'll be hot as shit at a costume con. So I'm like, okay, let's build a droid. Like, then I could go to the con, I could have my droid and be like, boop, beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, boop. And then I can just sit there in fucking jeans and a t-shirt and get all the fucking attention. Well, he can get all the attention. And I'll just sit back and push buttons and be like, boop, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop. It's awesome. I think it'll be awesome. So yeah, it was some logical thinking on my part. I want to cosplay. I want to be a part of a con. Which I actually wanted to go to, we had Comic-Con. Was it Comic-Con? Or was it WizardCon? I don't know. We had a fucking con here in June, here in Des Moines. I'm from Des Moines, Iowa, by the way. We had a con here in I think it was WizardCon, because fucking Jay Muse was here, and I wanted to go, but I couldn't go. So fucking Jay Muse, Jay and Silent Bob, Jay was fucking here, and I'd love to go. But next year, I really want to go. So hopefully Jay will be here then too. Hopefully fucking Silent Bob will be here too. Fuck Kevin Smith, if you're watching this, fuck get your fat ass over here. Which is not so fat anymore because he's lost a bunch of weight. But get your fat ass over here. I want to meet you. All right, so there's that. So, that was the Star Wars Minute, which took like 10. Maybe we'll do that every time. Star Wars Minute, which takes 10. Yeah. It's a thing. It's possible. We'll do that. Now, as far as what's going on with... I gotta stretch. Excuse me. Oh, by the way, yes, I am a gamer. Oh, wrong sleeve. I am a gamer, because that is the Grove Street tattoo from fucking San Andreas, bitches. Yeah. Grove Street for life. For life. For life. That's how it goes. Yeah. For life. Grove Street for life, bitches. Yes. So yeah, as far as what's going on with me in the channel, I have gotten some really great support from all of you through this whole working overtime deal. Yes, there is more overtime coming, which is a good thing because it's going to help pay for the R2 build. It's going to help pay for the graphics card upgrade, which I am going to get the graphics card upgrade. But keep in mind, October is going to be kind of a tough month for me because I not only have my son's birthday, which that motherfucker deserves a little something, even though he is a pain in my ass and doesn't do anything I tell him, he deserves something. And it's also my girlfriend's birthday. So, I gotta take care of that. If I don't, I'm in fucking trouble. Oh my god. So yeah, I gotta take care of that. But, other than that, yeah, we're going to be doing the graphics card upgrade that I've been talking about. Somebody asked, what graphics card do I have? I have a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 660 right now, and I haven't let it slip before, but I'm going to let it slip now. I'm going to step up to the GTX 970. I wanted a 980, but I cannot justify, you know, $700 on a graphics card right now. I mean, if I won the lottery, you know, hit a scratch-off ticket, sure, fuck, why not, you know? But for right now, we're just going to stick with the 970. It's got really good reviews. I was originally going to go for an AMD card. Excuse me. We're going to have a relay here. There we go. I was originally going to go for an AMD card. I was going to go for the AMD R9 390. 390? Yeah, 390. But then I got news that AMD was going to sell off the graphics card division. And AMD basically has the graphics card division, and then they have the processor division. And I have an AMD processor. And I thought, well, fuck, let's just go with the AMD graphics card too. But then I heard they were going to sell off the graphics card division. And I'm thinking, well, fuck, there goes driver support forever and ever. Now, it may take 6 months to a year and a half, whatever, to find a buyer for that. In which point, you know, I'd probably upgrade to another graphics card a year and a half or two down the line anyway. But I didn't want to lose driver support in the meantime. I mean, you think about it. If you are working for AMD and you know your company is going to get sold, you're like, fuck, I'm not working any harder. I'm just going to sit here and play with my computer and I'm going to look on the internet and Facebook and shit. You're not going to work any harder when you know your company is going to get fucking sold. So I decided to go with NVIDIA, which is going to get driver support for the newest, most modern games. NVIDIA already works with with game developers to develop the best driver for the game before the game even comes out. So, you know, you got that going for it. By the way, Mad Mole, or one of the Fun Pimps, if you're watching, I'm pretty sure one of the Fun Pimps watches my videos, by the way. We'll get to that in a second. Fun Pimps, get the damn game optimized. Please, get a hold of somebody at NVIDIA and get that shit taken care of. Now, that being said, yes, I'm pretty sure one of the Fun Pimps watches my videos because part of Alpha 13 coming out has, like, the vault doors, which I have asked for since I found my bunker, my missile silo. I'm like, holy crap, that's the freaking... I would love to have a missile silo door or some kind of a vault door like Fallout, is what I said. I mean, I could almost call back the clip if you wanted me to. And then as I'm building the control room for the missile silo, I'm like, man, I wish I had something other than a fucking cash register to use as a computer here. And then all of a sudden, bang! The Fun Pimps bust out this amazing image of some control panels that they're going to put into an electrical station as a POI in Alpha 13. If you guys haven't seen that, go to Mad Mole's developer blog or whatever. You know, you all know where it's at. If you don't, message me. I'll fucking link you to it. I'm not going to put a thing down below because, you know, you all know where it's at anyway. But no, they put out this fucking amazing image of this control panel. And I'm like, holy crap, one of the damn Fun Pimps must be watching my videos and know what I'm looking for. Because that would be so amazing to see those control panels in my control room. It's like, oh my God. It's like, oh God, that's such a great image. But, yeah, we'll just have to wait till Alpha 13. The only thing I'm worried about with Alpha 13 is that I don't know how the world's going to carry over. It's my biggest thing. I mean, I'm at level... Fuck am I at? Yeah, on my single-player world. 55 or whatever, you know? How's that going to carry over to Alpha 13? You know, is it going to carry over to Alpha 13? All right, I mean, Mammal promised us when 12 came out, no more world wipes. Well, that's why I started building the base that I built. And if I don't have to do a world wipe, then that's great. But how's that going to play out with the new mechanics and the new skill trees and all that shit? I mean, can I keep my world but delete my character data so that, you know, I can start out at level 0 and start over? That would be cool, because I really do want to keep the build. Even if I just start out fresh on the map, the same map, and just start out in a different area, and then just kind of work my way toward my missile silo. It'll be like I did originally, you know, where I just kind of holed up in a town, and then eventually made my way to the missile silo. That would be cool. I'd be okay with that. But I got to work my way through the skill tree, and I don't know how that's going to work. Now, with respect to Man-Woman Apocalypse, what's going to happen with the Navezgane map? Is there going to be a Navezgane map? That worries me a lot. The Pimps have been really good about updating the Navezgane map with every version so far, but they have said absolutely freaking zero about what's going to happen with the Navezgane map. Is it going to stay the same? We just get the new zombies? Are we going to get the new POIs on the Navezgane map? And if so, are they going to be retroactive? Like, if we've already explored the whole map, will we go back to a space where the new POI comes in and it will spawn in? Or are we just hosed because we already explored that spot? It kind of worries me. So, if there's a pimp watching, please answer that question at the very least, because I'm really worried about the Navezgane map. If I have to start over a new single-player world and the Navezgane map is available, I might consider it. If I have to start over and the Navezgane map is available, we'll probably just do Man-Woman Apocalypse from it again, like we did. And I'll just do random gen for my single-player. But I'd be really, really pissed if I had to stop work on the missile silo because it's going to be gone. So, you know, there's a lot of questions up in the air as far as what the Pimps are going to do. I don't know. Now, as far as ARC goes, guys, honestly, I'm kind of lost when it comes to ARC. There have been literally like no less than 12 updates since I played last, not counting the time I played with Midnight Designer. I mean, we had about 6 updates, and then I played with Midnight, and then we've had literally like 6 updates since then. There's been so much going on with ARC that I'm lost with what's going on. By the way, playing with Midnight Designer, again, was such an amazing experience. There's a little bit of footage, and I'm not going to delete it. I'm going to keep it. There's a little bit of footage that we recorded when we went to the snow biome. And I just got wrecked when we went there. But it's classic Midnight Designer, and I'm going to save that for a day down the line, you know, just to show you guys. It was so much fun. If you're not an ARC fan, but you're a Midnight Designer fan, at least watch it just for the Midnight Designer thing. And if you're not, conversely, if you didn't watch the last ARC video with Midnight Designer, because you're not an ARC fan, but you're a Midnight Designer fan, go back and watch Battletoads. You don't have to like ARC to sit there and listen to that dude be in top form. It was fun. God, I had such a blast. I'm not going to plea for the dude to come back because, you know, I know he's got things going on in his life that... No, it just ain't going to happen right now. Trust me. I know a little bit more about what's going on in his life than you do. Bear with me here. He's not coming back anytime soon. So enjoy what you can. So go back and watch Battletoads, and I will put forth the wintry death episode one of these days. Just keep an eye out for it. It was amazing. We had such a good time. I mean, we played for like 2.5 hours, you know, last weekend. It was a blast. God, we had so much fun. But as far as the game goes, there's been so much happening that I haven't been able to keep up with it, honestly. And until I get my graphics card, you guys can see it. The graphics are just complete shit in that game. Everything looks like clay. You know, we had it sorted out for a little while, and then they updated the game, and it just went to crap. And it's like, oh, God, why'd you have to fucking update the game? Because it was working so good the first time. But... anyway, excuse me. So yeah, I don't know. Fuck. I need that new graphics card, which I have to get. But like I said, I've got, you know, presents for the boy I gotta get. I got girlfriend things I gotta get. Which, you know, not all the girlfriend things cost money, but you know, hey. No, I'm kidding. Fuck it. She won't get that. My fucking work schedule is so jacked up right now. I'm working, let's see, 3:30 p.m. to midnight is a normal day. Okay, 3:30 p.m. to midnight. I come home, I do whatever it is I gotta do some schoolwork or make a video or whatever, and I'm in bed by 5 a.m., 6 a.m. at the latest usually, unless I have to work overtime. Then it's going to be 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. because you got to work 2 hours extra. Sometimes we work till 2:30 just to get the extra half hour, because, you know, if they want a minimum of 50 hours, if you work the 2.5 hours for 4 days, then on Friday you can get out early. But if you don't get it in, then you got to work Saturdays. And thankfully, they've removed the Saturdays from the lineup, which is why I was able to do the live stream yesterday, which is tomorrow, or today for me right now, because it's like 5:30 in the morning, but I'll be live streaming at 2 p.m. I know you're fucking confused, so am I. But I'll be live streaming in 9 hours, which you will have already seen if you're vigilant. This episode is going to air on Sunday. I'm recording it on, excuse me, Saturday morning at 5 a.m., which is Friday night for me, which is really fucking confusing. So yeah, I've got, you know, my schedule is all kinds of fucked up. So, and yeah, I work, so I work from 3:30 p.m. till midnight. I go to bed around 5 a.m., 6 a.m. My girlfriend, when she comes over, she stays, when she stays, because she hangs out and takes care of the dude, she gets up around like 6 a.m. and then goes to work and shit, and then does her thing, and then when she comes back around like 9 at night, and then she's in bed before I even get home. So I rarely ever see her except for weekends, and then weekends it's like, fuck, I gotta clean the house, and I gotta fucking do dishes, and hopefully the kid has done the dishes, but that never happens. Sometimes she'll do them, which is cool, or we gotta do laundry, which sucks because, you know, fuck. That means I gotta get up and actually have to go somewhere. Fuck. I don't even want to talk about actually having to get up and go out of the house. It's like, fuck, I don't want to go out of the house. I don't want to go out of the house to... If I want to go out of the house, I'm going to go buy beer, you know? I don't want to go to actually, like, go do something productive. Fuck that. So, you know. But she pitches in. And she helps out a lot, and I appreciate her for it. She's amazing. So, yeah. Like right now, like I said, I've got a lot of things I got going on. I've got the upgrade to the graphics card, which I really need. I should have done it last week, but fuck, I didn't do it. So I'm gonna do it this next week. I've got the boys' birthday present this next week, too. But since I'm not working overtime today, it's going to kind of cut into my budget a little bit. And I was sick for a day or two last week. Like Monday and Tuesday. Oh, I felt like total horse shit. So, Monday I didn't even go to work. Tuesday I worked like almost a half a day. And then I came home. Which is why you guys got videos this week. So, yay for sick time. But it was all sick time. So, but I got my technically 40 hours in, but I didn't get the actual overtime that I worked. So even though I worked till 2:30 at night, or in the morning, I didn't get the actual, quote, time and a half overtime for all of it. Whatever. And I should be working today, which would be Saturday, but I'm not going to do it because I want to sleep and I want to live stream for all of you, because I haven't live streamed for a while and I really want to do it. And that's pretty much it. So, fuck, it's 4:45 in the morning. So, let's wrap this up. We've been going almost an hour here on this first of the, hopefully many, of the Drunken Ramblings podcast. Vlog, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't even care. So, you guys all hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. If you are new, say something down below in the comments. If you liked it, say so. If you didn't, say so. Don't just fucking hit the damn thumbs down. Tell me why you're hitting the thumbs down, and maybe I'll improve it. If you don't like it, say so. And then maybe we'll work on it. If it's about the language, we're not going to work on it. So thumbs down on all you want. I don't even fucking care. If you don't like the language, then just unsub. But... No, I don't mean that. Don't unsub, but, you know, just be warned that this podcast, this video, this series, I'm just going to say whatever comes to my mind, and I'm sorry if it offends you. I really am, actually. I'm really sorry if it offends you. But this is me, and this is how I take, you know, I'm a pirate. I cuss like a sailor, so get over it. Until next time, everybody, you guys have yourselves a wonderful day. I will see you next time. Peace out.